हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. This is Inishrat Island Govinda Dweepa's Monday morning class on Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 9, Text 25. The title of the chapter is The Passing Away of Bhishma Deva. Before we read this chapter, read this particular verse 1925. Let's sing Jai Radha Madhav. जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यमुना तीरावन चारि, यमुना तीरावन चारि, यमुना तीरावन चारि, यमुना तीरावन चारि. जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यमुना तीरावन चारि, यमुना तीरावन चारि, यमुना तीरावन चारि, यमुना तीरावन चारि. जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यमुना तीरावन चारि, यमुना तीरावन वनचारि यमुना तीरा वनचारि यमुना तीरा वनचारि जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद श्री राधे जय निताय सचिनंदन गौर हरि निताय सचिनंदन गौर हरि जय पंचतत्व जय पंचतत्व पंचतत्व जय पंचतत्व प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सदस्य श्रीमती डिवाइन ग्रेस श्रीला एसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय नामाचार्य श्रीला हरिदास ठाकुर की जय प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय वृंदावन धाम की जय मथुरा धाम की जय मायापुर धाम की जय गंगा देवी की जय यमुना देवी की जय तुलसी देवी की जय भक्ति देवी की जय सामवेद भक्त वृंद की जय All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Vishtadhare Shundev. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale. Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine. निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे सर्वं श्री कृष्णार्पणमस्तु हरे कृष्ण ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 9, entitled The Passing Away of Bhishma Deva, verse 25. Suta Uvacha Yudhishthirastadakarnya Shayanam Sharapanjare Apruchad Vividhan Dharman Rishinam Chanushrunvata. Suta Uvacha Yudhishthirastadakarnya Shayanam Sharapanjare Apruchad Vividhan Dharman Rishinam Chanushrunvata. सूत उवाच युधिष्ठिरस्तदाकर्ण्य शयानं शरपञ्जरे अपृच्छत् विविधान् धर्मान् ऋषीणां चानुशृण्वताम्. Word by word, Suta Uvacha, Sri Suta Goswami said, Yudhishthira, King Yudhishthira, that, Akarnya, hearing, Shayanam, lying down, Sharapanjare, on the bed of arrows, Aprachat, asked, Vividhan, multifarious, Dharman, duties, Rishinam, of the rishis, Cha, and Anushrinvatam, hearing after. Translation. Suta Goswami said, Maharaj Yudhishthira, after hearing Bhishma Deva speak in that appealing tone, asked him in the presence of all the great rishis about the religious principles of various religious duties. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Bhishma Deva, speaking in that appealing tone, convinced Maharaj Yudhishthira that he was very soon passing away. And Maharaj Yudhishthira was inspired by Lord Sri Krishna to ask him of the principles of religion. Lord Sri Krishna inspired Maharaj Yudhishthira to ask Bhishma Deva in the presence of many great sages, indicating thereby that the Lord's devotee like Bhishma Deva, although apparently living as a worldly man, is far superior to many great sages, even Vyasadeva. Another point is that Bhishma Deva at that time was not only lying on a deathbed of arrows, but was greatly aggrieved because of that state. One should not have asked him any question at that time, but Lord Sri Krishna wanted to prove that his pure devotees are always sound in body and mind by dint of spiritual enlightenment. And thus, in any circumstances, a devotee of the Lord is in perfect order to speak of the right way of life. Yudhishthira also preferred to solve his problematic questions by asking Bhishma Deva rather than ask anyone else present there who was seemingly more learned than Bhishma Deva. This is all due to the arrangement of the great wheel carrier Lord Sri Krishna, who establishes the glories of his devotee. The father likes to see the son become more famous than himself. The Lord declares very emphatically that worship of his devotee is more valuable than the worship of the Lord himself. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Nama Shreshtham Manamapi Shachiputram Atra Swarupam Rupam Tasyagrajam Murupurim Maturim Goshthavati Radha Kundam Girivaram Maho Radhika Madhavasham Prapto Yasya Pratita Kripaya Shri Gurum Tam Natosmi Vandeham Shri Gurum Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च अददन्तस्तृणं दन्ते इदं याच पुनः पुनः श्रीमन्रूपपदाम्बोजं धूलिस्यां जन्म जन्मनि। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 9, Text 25. Sutta Uvacha Yudhishthirastadakarnya Shayanam Shanjare Apruchad Vividhan Dharman Rishinam Chanushrunvatam. Sudha Goswami said, Maharaj Yudhishthira, after hearing Bhishmadev speak in that appealing tone, asked him in the presence of all the great rishis about the essential principles of various religious duties. The word hearing is used twice in this verse. Yudhishthirastat akarnya. Akarnya is, as Srila Prabhupada translates the word by word, hearing. And then in the end, Rishinam Chanushrunvatam. Rishis hearing after. Anushrunvatam. This is the most important part that we need to take from this verse. The hearing part is mentioned twice. Akarnya Chanushrunvatam. So Krishna actually mentions in Bhagavad Gita about how Krishna says that this when we are thinking about the Lord, man mana bhava mad bhakta madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyosime. So the mind has to be man mana bhava. Krishna mentions that think about me, give your mind to me, mad bhakta, become my devotee, madhyaji, offer your prayers to me, mam namaskuru, offer your obeisances to me. Krishna then says that mame vaishyasi satyam te, that, O Arjuna, you will surely come back to me. This is the truth. This is a promise that I am making. Why I am doing this? Pratijane priyosime. Because you are very dear to me, I am telling this to you. This is the very important part in this verse. And how, and we can understand, Srila Prabhupada actually mentions in the purport as well, the second line here is Shayanam Shara Panjare. So Bhishmadev is lying in Shara Panjare is mentioned here. It's also called Shara Shayya. Shayya or Panjare is the bed. So we see that Bhishmadev, who is a Mahajan. So there are 12 Mahajans as mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. Swayambhu Narada Shambhu Kumara Kapilo Manu Prahlado Janako Bhishmo Balir Vayasakir Vayam. This is mentioned by Yamraj and Yamraj mentions who are the 12 Mahajans. And one of the Mahajan is Bhishma Dev. And why is it important to understand the Mahajans? Because Mahajano yena gathasya pantha. Tarko pratishthat shrutayo vibhinna. Nashav rishir yasya matam na bhinnam. Dharmasya tattvam vihitam guhayam. Mahajano yena gathasya pantha. It is stated in Mahabharata that the real truth, tattvam, dharmasya tattvam. So the real truth of executing religious principles is hidden in the heart of the great souls. Mahatmanas tu mam partha, devim prakritim ashrita, bhajant ananya manaso gyatva, bhutadim avyayam. So Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita that these great souls, Mahatmas, are under the protection of my divine energy. Mahatmanas tu mam partha, devim prakritim ashrita. So it is the divine energy of the Lord. Bhajan tananya manaso gyatva. So what do these great devotees like Bhishma Deva do? Even though externally they are engaged in various activities, but internally and even through the activities. So there is this verse where Krishna says, Yajñarthat karmana, anyatra lokoyam karma bandhana, tadartam karma kaunteya, mukta sanga samachara. So Krishna mentions that all the activities have to be performed for Yajna Purusha, that is Vishnu. Yajñarthat karmana, anyatra lokoyam karma bandhana. Otherwise, in this material world, one gets inculcated, one gets totally engrossed, and the action and reaction keep happening. So every action gets equal and opposite reaction. So this is actually a scientific law as well. So whatever action we do, it has to bring some kind of reaction. So if it is as you sow, so shall you reap. This is also a very interesting proverb that is there in the English language. So this is the as long as the activities are being performed, one has to bear the results of those activities. If the activity is pious activity, one gets urdhvam gachanti satvastha, madhye tishtati rajasa, jaganya guni vritistha, adho gachanti tamasa. So according to the mode of goodness, passion and ignorance, if one is doing activities in mode of goodness, one is going in the upper planetary systems and one is enjoying the results of those activities. Madhye tishtanti rajasa. If one is in the mode of passion, one is in the middle planetary systems. Jaganya guni vritistha adho gachanti tamasa. And if one is in the mode of ignorance, one is going into the lower planetary systems. So this is E rupe brahmanda brahmite kono bhagyavan jiv guru krishna kripaya paye bhakti lata bij. So this is the brahmanda brahmite. So this constant moving, constant taking of birth and death, this punarapi jananam punarapi maranam. So this is taking place in this material world, and constantly the living entity is brahmanda brahmite. So is going across the whole planetary systems according to whatever action and reaction one is getting. And to come out of this action and reaction is bhaktya tu ananya shakya ahameva vidho arjuna gyatum drishtum cha tatvena praveshtum cha parantapa. So Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita that how one can janma karmam cha me divyam evam yo veti tatvata tyatva deham punarjanmam naiti mameti so Arjuna. So Krishna mentions that one who knows about Krishna's transcendental appearance and Krishna's transcendental activities, divyam, it is divine. One who knows that tyatva deham punarjanmam naiti. After giving up this body, the person does not take another material body. Then what happens to such a person? Mam eti, so Arjuna. So Krishna mentions that such a person comes back to me, back to Godhead. This is a transcendental situation of Bhishma Dev here. Jnane prayase udapasya namante eva jivanti sanmukharitam bhavadiya vartham sthane sthita shrutigata tanuvan manobhir ye prayase ajita jitopi asita istrilokyam. This is said by Brahmadeva, and when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is discussing with Ramananda Rai on this conversation of what is the topmost activity that one can get involved in, this is one of the verses that is quoted by Ramananda Rai. Yeah, he is saying that Jnane prayase udapasya namanta eva. So Krishna cannot be understood through knowledge. Na sadhyati mam yogo, na sankhya dharma uddhava, na swadhyayas tapastyago, yato bhaktir mamorjita. So Krishna mentions to Uddhava in Srimad Bhagavatam that one cannot know me, na sadhyati mam yogo. Through yoga one cannot know me. Na sankhya, nor through sankhya yoga. Na dharma, even not through dharma, Uddhava. Na swadhyayas, nor through self-study. Tapastyago, nor through austerities, nor through renunciation. Yato bhaktir mamorjita. As one can know me through devotional service. So this is the most important part of the whole scriptures. This is the secret of the scriptures, that one has to engage. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupatsate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamya. So ananyas chintayanto mam. So Krishna says that one who is constantly thinking about me, ye jana paryupasate, and rendering devotional service to me, tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamya. So Krishna ensures that he gives that spiritual. So there is another similar verse where Krishna says that ananya cheta satatam yo mam smarati nityasha tasyaham sulabha partha nitya yuktasya yogina. So this is again ananya cheta. So one is constantly trying to think about me. Satatam yo, always. Mam smarati, thinking about the Lord. Nityasha, again constantly. Tasyaham sulabha partha. So Krishna says that to such a person I am easily available. Why? Because nitya yuktasya yogina. Because such a person is constantly endeavoring. So the satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dridhavrata namasyantascha mam bhaktya nitya yukta upasate. This is the qualification of the pure devotees like Bhishma Deva. Satatam kirtayanto mam. They are always aware about the transcendental position of Lord Shri Krishna and are always acting in relation to that transcendental relationship. So coming back to that verse where we are talking about Jnane prayase udapasya namanta eva. So that verse is saying that one should not try to understand the Lord through knowledge. So one cannot understand the Lord through knowledge. Jnane prayase udapasya namanta eva. That verse is namanta. Namanta is become humble. So namanta eva jivanti sanmukharitam bhavadiya vartam. So when one is in that state of humility, then one can jivanti sanmukharitam. So bhavadiya vartam. So then one engages in these discussions of the Lord. One is constantly thinking about the Lord. Then sthane sthita shrutigata tanuvan manobhir. That verse is saying that one does not need to leave one's position as whatever activity one is doing. So sthane sthita, because actual leaving, actually Narada Muni actually mentions as well in Srimad Bhagavatam that tyaktva swadharmam charanam bhujam hare bhajan apakota patet tato yadi tatra kva abhadram abhuda amushyakim kovartho apta abhajatam swadharmata. So actually, if someone, that's a very beautiful verse. So when someone has not reached the stage of maturity and somehow one gives up the normal activities and surrenders totally at the lotus feet of the Lord, tyaktva swadharma. So whatever is swadharma, swadharma is what is one's natural occupational duty. So one is born, say for example, one is born in a family of person goldsmith, for example. So if one is born in a family of goldsmith and one gets in that environment of a goldsmith, then in the childhood itself, one is picking up all those characteristics of being a goldsmith. And when one grows up, one actually then becomes a goldsmith. There is more probability that a person becomes a goldsmith. So similarly, this is what is said about. So whatever qualities we are in company of, we are absorbing all those qualities. So what happens is, then if someone is attracted towards the devotees, and because of that strong attraction towards the Lord, one gives up one's occupational duty and goes 100% into devotional service, then Narad Muni is saying that maybe the person has gone into that without being fully mature, and therefore he could sometimes fall down. So it's saying, Tyaktva swadharmam charanambujam harer bhajan apakota pate tato yadi. Because the devotional service is not 100% matured, sometimes one can fall down. So then Narad Muni is saying, Tatra ko abhadram abhuda amushyakim ko vartha apto abhajatam swadharmata. So Narad Muni says that if someone falls down inadvertently because of not being 100% mature in devotional service, one is not losing anything. But what is one going to gain if one renders all the one engages in doing the occupational duties, but is not rendering devotional service to Krishna? This is a very important point here. So Shrama eva hi kevalam. It is said in Srimad Bhagavatam, Dharma swanushtita pumsam vishwakshena kathasuya notpadeyed ratim yadi Shrama eva hi kevalam. So it is said that if one might be engaging once in religious duties very ardently, very religiously, Vishwakshena kathasuya notpadeyat ratim yadi, but one is not inculcating interest in hearing about the transcendental qualities of the Lord, the transcendental Krishna Katha. So the stories and the talks of the Lord and his devotees. So, Shrama eva hi kevalam. It is said that then, even though one is doing all those duties, but it is actually a hard labor. Because the goal of human form of life is Kaumaram acharet prajnam dharman bhagavatam miha durlabham manusham janmam tadapi adhruvam arthadam. So Prahlad Maharaj actually says in Srimad Bhagavatam that this engagement in devotional service of Krishna should take place at childhood itself, because that is the age where absorption capacity is the most. And dharman bhagavataniya, this bhagavata dharma, this engagement of hearing about the Lord's talk and Lord's activities, and the Lord's pure devotees talk and Lord's pure devotees activity. Why? Because durlabham manusham janmam. It is said that the human form of life is very rarely attained, and tadapi adhruvam arthadam. And even though it is rarely attained, it is temporary. So this is so here, coming back to that verse where Jnane prayase udapasya namanta eva jivanti sanmukharitam bhavadiyavartham sthane sthita shrutigata tanuvan manobhet. So that verse is saying that so there are two ways. Even if one goes 100% and falls down, there is no loss, and one is in the state where one is doing one's occupational duty and at the same time trying to engage one's tanuvan manobhir. So through the body, through the speech, and through the mind, if one is jivanti sanmukharitam bhavadiya sthane sthuta shrutigata tanuvan manobhir. Shrutigata. So that is the word in this verse as well. Akarnya and anushrunvatam. There are two words which are talking about hearing about the Lord. And that verse is also saying Shrutigata, here, Tanuvan Manobhir. So through the body, through the speech, and through the mind, and one is hearing. So, Ye prayase ajita jitopi asitais trilokyam. It is said that Krishna is ajita. Krishna can never be conquered by anyone, but Krishna becomes conquered by the devotee. Ajita Jitopi Asita is Trilokyam. So in the whole three worlds, no one can conquer Krishna. Krishna is inconquerable. But when Krishna sees the sincerity of the devotee and the surrender of the devotee, Krishna becomes conquered. So it is a ye prayase ajita jitopi asita is trilokyam. And this is what so Krishna was conquered by the love of Bhishma Deva for him. And therefore, in this verse we see where Srila Prabhupada mentions in the purport, Lord Shri Krishna inspired Maharaj Yudhishthira to ask Bhishma Deva in the presence of many great sages, indicating thereby that the Lord's devotee like Bhishma Deva, although apparently living as a worldly man, is far superior to many great sages, even Vyasadeva. This is an amazing statement in Srila Prabhupada's purport. This is the transcendental position of Bhishma Deva, that that even though externally, so he had taken the vow in the beginning of his life that he will not marry, and because Shantanu was because he had the wife, and the wife was saying that the children from me should be the inheritor of the throne of Hastinapur's throne. So then Bhishma Deva said that I take the vow that I will never marry and I will never sit on the throne. Because he won't marry, he will not have any inheritors. So my inheritors will also not sit on the throne. And I will always pay allegiance to whoever is on the throne of Hastinapur. So this is this was the vow that Bhishma Deva took. And actually he got that Ichha Mrityu Vardhan as well because of that he could die whenever he wished to die. And therefore, even though being in that Sharashaya, in that bed of arrows for so many days, he did not die, because this is the transcendental position of the devotee of the Lord. That this tattenu kampam susamikshmano bhunjanam evatma kritam vipakam hridvag vapurbhir vidadhan namaste jiveteyo mukti pade sataya bhak. So this is the transcendental position of Bhishma Deva, that whatever be the situation, the pure devotees like Bhishma Deva are considering everything as mercy coming from Sri Krishna. And they're saying that everything, O Lord, is your transcendental mercy. Tattenu kampam susamik shamano bhunjanam ev atma kritam vipakam. So what such a pure devotee like Bhishma Deva, what are they saying is that whatever suffering I have is very minute. Actually, I should have suffered many, many times, 100,000 times more. It's because of your costless mercy, O Lord, that my suffering has been reduced to such a fraction. Hridvag vapurbhir. And again, this vapu is there, hridvag. So it's very similar to tanuvan manobhir. In the previous verse, Jnani Prayase, where we said through body, speech, and mind. So here, in this verse, it said, Tattenu kampam susamik shamano bhunjanam evatma kritam vipakam hridvag vapurbhir. So here, hrid, heart, vak is again speech, vapu is again body. Hridvag vapurbhir vidadhan namaste. So even though there is suffering, but the pure devotee is saying that all this suffering is a fraction. I would have been suffering 100,000 times more. And always in that state, through heart, hrid vak, through speech, and through mind, the devotee is always praying to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hrid vak vapubhir vidadhan namaste. Jiveteyo mukti pade sadaya bhak. So such a person is the inheritor of liberation. Such a person gets liberation. Of course, we have seen in the previous discussions as well that the devotee is not worried about liberation. The only thing the devotee wants is Mama Janmani Janmani Ishware. bhavatat bhaktir ahetuki tvai. So this is the beautiful prayer from Shikshashtakam by Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying that na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim kavitam va jagadisha kame, mama janmani janmani ishware, bhavatat bhaktir ahetuki tvai. This is the transcendental position of pure devotees like Sri Bhishma Deva and the Pandavas and Kunti Devi. They are all pure devotees. Yudhishthira Maharaj. So this is a discussion. Suta Goswami. All these are transcendental pure devotees of the Lord. They are all praying, saying the same thing. Where they are saying that, oh Lord, I don't want any wealth, na dhanam, na janam. I don't want any followers. Na sundarim kavitam va jagadish kamai. I don't want any beautiful wife or someone like that. Jagadisha kamai, nor fame. Mama janmani janmani ishware. So they don't even want liberation. They're saying that let me take birth after birth. Mama janmani janmani ishware. But what I have to do, ishware bhavatat bhaktir ahaituki tvai. That let me have costless devotional service towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this is the savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhaktir adhokshaje ahaituki apratihata yayatma suprasidati. Yeah, this is said in Srimad Bhagavatam. That is the transcendental, that is the best religious duty that anyone can execute. What is that? What is the best religious duty? Savai pumsam paro dharma. So para dharma is, there is no other religious duty greater than that. That is the topmost religious duty. So what is that? It is mentioned savai yato bhaktir adhokshaje. So the topmost religious duty is actually this bhakti pareshanu bhava viraktir anyatra syat. So yato bhaktir adhokshaje. So what adhokshaja. So Krishna's another name is adhakrita akshaja. So one who cannot be known by blunt material senses. So this is the transcendental position of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That naham prakasha sarvasya yogamaya samavrita mudhoyam nabi janati mamebhya paramavyayam. Krishna does not reveal himself to everyone. It is basing on this surrender. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam stataiva bhajamyam. Mama vartamanu vartante manushya partha sarvasha. So whatever way one is surrendering onto the Lord, so Krishna is reciprocating to the devotee in such a way. So therefore, anukulyena Krishna anushilanam bhaktiruttama. Therefore, Srila Rupa Goswami says that this topmost devotional service is anukulyena Krishna anushilanam. So anyabhilashita shunyam jnana karmadi anavritam anukulyena Krishna anushilanam bhaktiruttama. So this is the definition given by Srila Rupa Goswami, where he is saying that the topmost devotional service is such that anya abhilashita shunyam. So one does not have any other desire other than serving the Lord. Anya abhilashita shunyam jnana karmadi anavritam. Avritam is when one is covered. Anavritam is uncovered. So jnana and karma. So there's knowledge, and so trying to understand the Lord through knowledge and trying to understand the Lord through fruitive activities. So that does not constitute the topmost devotional service. So therefore, jnana and karma has to be anavritam. It has to be taken off. Then anukulyena Krishna anushilanam. So here anushrinvatam is there. So that is anushilanam. So when the word anu comes in, it becomes even more important. So here saying rishinam chanu shrinvatam. So about the essential principles. So all the rishis are also there, and they are also hearing very closely, very captivatingly, very in a lot of concentration, with a lot of concentration. So that is the word anu means. When anu shrinvatam is there, So Shrunvatam is hearing, and Anushrunvatam is hearing very closely. Anukulyena Krishna Anushilana. So that is Bhaktiruttama. So it is said that when one is doing the activities favorably to the Lord, then that is the example given is like Kamsa. Kamsa was also always thinking about Krishna, but his thinking about Krishna was in terms of when can I kill Krishna. He was pratikula. He was not in the anukula stage. He was in the pratikula. Pratikulasya varjana. So he was thinking in a way where, in terms of enmity to Krishna, but the transcendental state of the Lord is such that the Lord only sees that this person is thinking about me, and therefore even a demon like Kamsa, they also get liberation. Of course, they initially get only the Sayujya Mukti, that is merging into the impersonal Brahman, impersonal ray of the Lord. So, but then there are Salokya, Sarupya, Samipya, and Sarshti. There are other types of liberation as well. So living in the same planet as the Lord, Salokya, Samipya, living near the Lord, Sarupya, having the same form as the Lord, and Sarshti, having the same opulence as the Lord. And actually, Kapiladeva mentions in his instructions to his brother, Diyamanam na grananti vinamat sevanam jana. Salokya, Sarupya, Samipya, Sarshti, Sayujya, Atihuta. Diyamanam na grananti vinamat sevanam jana. So Kapiladeva is saying that all these 5 kinds of liberation, actually the fifth, which is the merging into the impersonal Brahman, is not, the devotees don't want that, because devotees always want to serve the Lord. And when one is in the impersonal Brahman, there is no service. So therefore, and Kapiladeva is mentioning in that verse that those liberation, even if it is given, the devotees doesn't take it unless the service element is involved in that kind of liberation. So the main activity that the devotee wants, especially devotees, the pure devotees of the Lord, like Bhishma Deva and Yudhishthira Maharaj, who are discussing in this verse, they always want to serve the Lord, whatever be the circumstance. The external circumstances doesn't matter. The only purpose for them to live is to serve the Lord. And we can see this now, where Srila Prabhupada, we can continue the Srila Prabhupada's purport here. Srila Prabhupada says, another point is that Bhishma Deva at that time was not only lying on a deathbed of arrows, but was greatly aggrieved because of that state. One should not have asked him any question at that time, but Lord Sri Krishna wanted to prove that his pure devotees are always sound in body and mind by dint of spiritual enlightenment. And thus, in any circumstances, a devotee of the Lord is in perfect order to speak of the right way of life. This is the second important point that Srila Prabhupada mentions in this verse. The first point that we discussed was how Sri Krishna himself asked Maharaj Yudhishthira to ask about religious duties from Bhishma Deva, even though there were great sages like Srila Vyasadeva himself present there. That's the first point that Srila Prabhupada makes. The second point is about the state of Srila Bhishma Deva. He was lying in the deathbed of arrows. But still, Sri Krishna asked Yudhishthira to ask question to him in that state. And what does Srila Prabhupada say here? That pure devotees are always sound in body and mind by dint of spiritual enlightenment. And thus, in any circumstances, devotee of the Lord is in perfect order to speak of the right way of life. There's a beautiful verse which says, Narayana parasarve na kutaschana bibhyati swarga apavarga narkeshu api tulyartha darshina. When one is 100% surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, like here in this case, Srila Bhishma Deva, then there is no fear. Na kutaschana bibhyati. And in that state, Swarga apavarga narkeshu api tulyartha darshina. It is said that in that state, the heaven, this middle planetary system or the hell, wherever one might be, it doesn't matter. It's all the same for such a person. Because of so this is Naivo Duje Parada Duratyaya Vaitaranyas, Twadvirya Gayana Mahamrita Magna Chitta, Shoche Tato Vimukha Chetasa Indriyartha, Maya Sukhaya Bharam Udvato Vimudhan. So this is said by Prahlad Maharaj. So this again, that similar kind of sentiment is expressed by Srila Prahlad Maharaj. He's saying that I am not worried about Naivo Duje Paraduratya Vaitaranyas. I'm not worried about this material situation that I am in. Why? Because Twadvirya Gayana Mahamrita Magna Chitta. Because my mind is always engrossed in Twadvirya Gayana Mahamrita. Magna Chitta. Totally engrossed in Twadvirya Gayana. In thinking about your transcendental pastimes, your transcendental glories, which are fully nectarian. So, Twadvirya Gayana Mahamrita Magna Chitta, 100% absorbed in that. And therefore, I'm not worried about whatever material situation I am in. But Shoche Tato Vimukhata Chetasa Indriyartha Maya Sukhaya Bharam Udvato Vimudhan. But Prahlad Maharaj is saying that unfortunately, I am concerned about Shoche Tato, and I'm lamenting about Vimukha Chetasa Indriyartha. Those who are turning their face away from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vimukha Chetasa. So they're turning their face away from the Lord. Why? Because Indriyartha Maya Sukhaya Bharam Udvato Vimudha. Because unfortunately they are engrossed in this external sense gratification, thinking that that's the only purpose of life. There is no other purpose in life except enjoying the senses. So when I think about those living entities, Prahlad Maharaj is saying that Vimukha Maya Sukhaya Bharam Udvato Vimudha. Then that is where I'm feeling a lot of pain. This is the Paradukha Dukhi. So this is the Vaishnavas, the real Vaishnava. Feels the pain of others. So this is that's the situation there. So like Prahlad Maharaj, like Bhishma Dev here, and they are, as Srila Prabhupada mentions in the purport here, that whatever be the condition, they are able to give the spiritual knowledge. It doesn't matter. Their external condition doesn't matter. The spiritual knowledge is always given by such transcendental personalities. And this is what we have seen in this purport as well, by Srila Prabhupada. And continuing in the Srila Prabhupada's purport, Yudhishthira also preferred to solve his problematic questions by asking Bhishma Deva rather than ask anyone else present there who was seemingly more learned than Bhishma Deva. This is all due to the arrangement of the great wheel carrier, Lord Sri Krishna, who establishes the glories of his devotee. This is another important statement here, the wheel carrier Lord Sri Krishna. Yeah, so this is, we see in the Kurukshetra war that Bhishma Deva actually takes a vow that now today I'm going to vanquish the whole Pandavas army. And in that state, he's fighting in such a one-pointed concentration of doing that because he has got his allegiance to the Kurus, to Dhritarashtra and his sons. And in that state, he says that today I'm just going to vanquish the Pandavas. And he fights 100% in that direction. And at that time, Krishna actually takes the wheel of one of the chariots and puts it in front of. So we see this picture. So Krishna actually promised that he will not take any weapon in the Kurukshetra war. But in order to protect the Pandavas, indirectly by taking the wheel and defending the Pandavas, he took the weapon. So this is why Krishna says, Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. So this api chet suduracharo bhajate mam ananya bhag sadureva samantavyak samyak vyavestito hi sa kshipram bhavati dharmatma shashvachantim nigacchati kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. So Krishna mentions that this even though a person who is transcendentally, who is, as we discussed in the previous verse about Narada Muni, that someone who is not 100% mature and is trying to get involved in devotional service 100%, leaving off everything else, then sometimes because 100% maturity is not there, person might fall down. So Krishna says that even though api chet suduracharo bhajate mam ananya bhag, but in the mind that the transcendental devotional service to the Lord is there, then sadhu reva samantavya. So Krishna says that I consider that person as a sadhu because samyak vyavastito hisa, because that constant thinking of the Lord is always there, that surrender to the Lord is there. So therefore kshipram bhavati dharmatma. So Krishna says that therefore one very soon becomes a great saintly person because that surrender is there. So the surrender has not become 100%, but it is there. At least 1% surrender is there, and because of that, there certainly one will get to 100%. It's just a matter of time. It could be one lifetime, it could be 10 lifetimes, 100,000, million. It could be million lifetimes as well. But guarantee is there. That is guarantee. Krishna guarantees that. So kshipram bhavati dharmatma shashvat shantim nigacchati, and one gets shashvat shantim, eternal peace, nigacchati, kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. And then Krishna says that, O Arjuna, O son of Kunti, Kaunteya means son of Kunti, you declare on behalf of me, because I can sometimes break my own promise, as this is the wheel carrier Lord Shri Krishna. So sometimes Krishna can break his own promise to save his devotees, to protect his devotees, to establish that wonderful reciprocity that continuously happens between Krishna and his devotees. So therefore, Krishna says that, O Arjuna, you declare on my behalf that my devotee shall never be vanquished. Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. This is, so when we hear about the great wheel carrier Lord Shri Krishna, these are all the important points that we can try and understand. How Krishna can sometimes break his own promise, but when he promises on behalf of his devotee, he will never break it. So here, Srila Prabhupada, now continuing on the purport, the father likes to see the son become more famous than himself. This is why the instead of Shri Krishna himself instructing Yudhishthira Maharaj, he's asking Yudhishthira Maharaj to go and get instructions from Bhishma Deva. So father likes to see the son become more famous than himself. This is the transcendental position, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Krishna is the father of all the living entities. Sarva yonishu kaunteya murteya sambhavanti yam tasam brahma mahadyonir aham bija pradapita. So Krishna says that among all the living entities in this whole universe, I am the seed-giving father and the material nature is the mother. So all the living entities are sons or daughters of Krishna. So the father likes to see the son become more famous. The Lord declares very emphatically that worship of his devotee is more valuable than the worship of the Lord himself. And this is Yeme bhakta jana partha nime bhaktasta te jana mad bhaktanam cha ye bhakta tame bhakta tamo mata. Krishna mentions this in Adi Purana, that who are my devotees, O Arjuna, are not actually my devotees. Yeme bhakta jana partha nime bhaktascha te jana. They are not my devotees. Then who are my actual devotees? Devotee of my devotee is my actual devotee. So this is a mad bhaktanam cha ye bhakta. So Sadhuvo hridayam mahyam sadhunam hridayam tvaham madanya tena janati naham tebhyo managapi. It's a very beautiful verse where Krishna himself says to Durvasa Muni that I am in the hearts of all the devotees and the devotees are in my heart. I know nothing other than the devotees and the devotees know nothing other than me. Again, the reciprocity, this relationship of pure, loving, devotional service between the Lord and the devotees. So this is the transcendental position. So this verse has got lots of wonderful nectar in it, in terms of how the two pure devotees of the Lord, Yudhishthira Maharaj and Bhishma Deva, are speaking with each other. And Suta Goswami, another transcendental pure devotee of Lord, is giving this message. Yudhishtiras tad akarnya shayanam sharapanjare aprichat vividhan dharman rishinam chanu shrunvatam. Suta Goswami said, Maharaj Yudhishthira, after hearing Bhishma Deva speak in that appealing tone, asked him in the presence of all the great rishis about the essential principles of various religious duties. So as we started in the when we were discussing this, the most important words here are akarnya and anushrunvatam. So hearing is mentioned twice here. And the second important point that we can take is in terms of how even whatever condition a pure devotee like Bhishma Deva is in, they are imparting the spiritual knowledge to everyone. And the third most important thing that we can take is how Srila Prabhupada concludes the purport. The Lord declares very emphatically that worship of his devotee is more valuable than the worship of the Lord himself. This is when one is surrendered onto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then the Lord takes care of. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita tesham evanu kampartham aham ajnanajam tama nashyami atma bhavasto jnana dipena bhasvata tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadhami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayantite. So one who is constantly engaged in remembering the Lord, satata yuktanam bhajatam, one is rendering the loving devotional service priti purvakam, with a lot of love and affection to the Lord. So Krishna says that I give them the intelligence, that transcendental intelligence through which they can come to me. Dadhami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayantite. But how does it start? Manmanabhava madbhakto. It starts from there. And machitta madgat prana bodhayanta parasparam kathayantascha mam nityam tushyanti charamanti cha. So when one is engaged in this hearing about the Lord with a lot of faith and a lot of devotion and a lot of attachment to the Lord, maya sakta manapartha yogam yunjam madashrayam asamshayam samagram mam yatha jnasisi tachru. Maya asakta. So when one is attached to the Lord through the mind, manapartha, then one is involved in yogam yunjam madashrayam. One is surrendered onto the Lord, and asamshayam samagram mam. In that state, Krishna says that undoubtedly you will know me in full. Samagram mam. Yatha jnasisi tat shrunu. So again about hearing. So there is a most important part. Shrunvatam swakatha Krishna punya shravana kirtana hridayantasto hi abhadrani vidunoti surat satam. When we are hearing about the Lord, Swakatha Krishna, Punya Shravana Kirtana, the activity by itself is very pious. And then Hridayantastohi Abhadrani, whatever material, since time immemorial we have been taking birth, and because of that there is a lot of material coverings, and it's probably, it would seem insurmountable. But Mameva prapadyante mayamitam tarantite. Devi Hesha Gunamai Mama Maya Duratyaya Mameva ye prapadyante mayametam tarantite. So on that note, on the note that even though it might seem very insurmountable, the material energy of the Lord, but when one surrenders onto the Lord, Mameve Prapadyante, Krishna ensures that he takes the devotee out of this seemingly insurmountable ocean of material existence. So on that note, thank you very much for this opportunity to speak on this wonderful verse, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 9, the passing away of Bhishma Deva, text 25. Yudhishtiras tadakarnya shayanam sharapanjare aprachat vividhan dharman rishinam chanu shrinvatam. Suta Goswami said, Maharaj Yudhishthira, after hearing Bhishma Deva speak in that appealing tone, asked him in the presence of all the great rishis about the essential principles of various religious duties. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. If there's any comments or questions, we can take it. Thank you very much. Okay, I don't see any comments or questions. Thank you very much. Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pishtaya Vatale Shimdev. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pishtaya Vatale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sarvam Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Hare Krishna.